I just heard the news from Jessie just a few minutes ago. I'm shocked.
Well, it was a terrible shock for all of us, Monica.
Yeah, the worst shock of it was when the state police called us at 5:30 this morning and said that they had found Laura's car down the side of the mountain with her still in it.
Oh, Scotty, look, I know this has been horrible for you. Just thank God the police found her.
I'll say.
Was she unconscious then, Scotty?
Well, that's about the only thing that they knew, except that she had lost a lot of blood.
Scotty, I know, really, I know you must be sick with worrying about her.
Yeah, well, Dr. Weber and I both were, it's a good thing that we had each other to get through it.
What do you mean? You were at the Weber house?
Yeah, just her and I there, worrying and waiting.
Where was Rick at this point?
I don't know.
Well, he had an emergency surgery here, didn't he, Monica?
Well, that's what Dr. Weber thought, but when she called the hospital here, they said that he had left that night.
Really?
Yeah. Yes, I mean, we called every place that we could think of, but he just wasn't to be found.
It's odd.
You were with him, though, weren't you, Monica?
Yes, I was, for a little while.
Hello, everybody. Monica?
Hi, Scotty.
Monica, I guess you heard the news.
Yes, Jessie just called up to 10 and they told her. Have you seen Rick?
Yeah, he went down with Dr. Weber down to 7 to wait in the lounge.
Well, how was he holding on after all of this?
He looked exhausted, with good reason, of course. It's lucky that he and Lesley have each other to hang on to during all this waiting.
Yeah. Excuse me. Jessie, I'm going to finish rounds for Rick. If you should hear any news on Laura, would you please have me paged right away? Yes, of course. Okay, thank you. Sure. Hey, Scotty. It's going to be okay. Don't you worry.
Listen, Monica, after Laura gets better, I hope that you and her can become friends again, because you were always very important to her, and I'd like to see you close.
Well, Scotty, I'd like that myself.
Good, because, after all this business about the night you and Rick spent together, if that's all cleared up, and Laura knows that she misunderstood, so that won't stand in the way, okay? Have you seen Rick and Lesley yet, since Laura's condition has gotten better?
No, I haven't.
Oh, well, they're up in Rick's office right now if you want to go up there and say hello.
Oh, thank you, Scotty, but I think it would be better if I waited for another time. It's been rough for both of them.
Yeah, well, okay, it's up to you, but I'm sure they'd probably like to see you.
Okay. Listen, I'll see you later.
Okay.
Our favorite place. So many neat memories. Rick.
Yep.
I meant what I said earlier. You are welcome to come back into our room anytime you want to. What were you thinking just then?
How suddenly things can change sometimes, when you least expect them to. How frail human plans, subject to those changes.
I know what you mean. I've been through so many changes in the past 24 hours, my head is spinning. Oh, sure. I think if I went home now, I couldn't go to sleep. Of course, I couldn't go home until I knew that Laura was going to get through the night peacefully.
A very special lady. Yes. Kind. Giving. But so very full of love.
Would you kiss me? Hello? Certainly, just a minute. Sorry.
Hello? Yes, Steve. No, Lesley went up to see her first, then I spent a few minutes with her later. No, my ankle's not going to keep me from anything. Yeah, Lesley and I would both like to take tomorrow off so we can be with Laura as much as possible. Thank you, we both appreciate it. Hey, you get some rest yourself. Thank you. So tomorrow's fine, you clear it.
Oh, that's nice. Well, he's just been so supportive through this whole thing.
Yes, he has. Would you please come and sit down with me? McClellan says I'm supposed to stay off this bloody thing as much as I can. I've got to explain something to you, Lesley. Something that Steve is kind of mixed up with. You remember the night that Laura and Scotty came over and asked about getting married?
Sure, I don't think I'll ever forget it.
Well, I found something out that night that rocked the whole foundations of my entire world.
What?
My mother and father were separated during their marriage, and my mother had an affair with another man, someone she'd known for a long time. The product of that love affair was Jeff.
Yours wasn't Jeff's fault?
That's right. Prepare yourself for the next part. Jeff's real father is Steve Hardy.
What?
They were in love. They planned to get married, I think. Then Steve was sent overseas, and the report came back that he was killed in action. And my folks reconciled. And, well, Steve never found out the truth for years. And Jeff just found out when Audrey felt she'd better tell him, thinking that Steve may be dying during the epidemic.
Oh, poor Liv. Oh, goodness, I understand so many things. Betty, I just wish you could have told me earlier so that I could have helped you.
I couldn't, not then, Lesley. One of the main reasons was that when I married you, I was trying to make our marriage like that relationship my folks had, or the relationship that I thought they had.
Yes. Well, I guess I brought my own image of a perfect relationship into the house, too. Well, we both learned. We learned that we don't have to demand or expect perfection from each other. And that doesn't mean that we don't love each other. I love you and need you more than I ever have in my whole life. I just hope I'm not too late telling you that.
No, you're not. I want you to stretch out on this couch. I want you to get some sleep.
I can't sleep. I'm not gonna...
Yes, you can. You just lay there and you rest. Look, if any word comes in on Laura, I'll tell you the second it does. And if it's good, I'm going to take you home where you can rest a little more comfortably.
What are you going to do now?
Catch up on a few things that I let slide today.
I don't know where you get the energy.
Who is it?
It's Rick. Hi.
What happened to you?
It's minor. It's nothing. I tripped. I'll lift.
Thanks. Well, listen, come on, sit down.
Thank you.
How's Laura?
Oh, she's steadily improving. In fact, when I left the hospital just now, she was sleeping soundly. I've had to talk to you all day, Monica. I came here tonight because it was just impossible to talk with you during the day.
I know.
Monica, a lot of things have happened in my life since we were together.
Well, a lot of things have happened to mine, too.
Look, I can't put this off another second. You have to believe that I was totally sincere when I said I hoped that we could start our life together in 3 months. And Laura's accident.
Yes, I know, Rick. Listen, so many times I wanted to let you know just how shocked I was at the whole thing. But I just felt we had cut off from each other.
I know, I'm sure you did. There's been one shock and emergency and revelation after another for me. Monica, I realized that a lot of things that I thought were dead, a lot of feelings that I thought were buried for the last few months, are still alive. And they are just as real as the commitments that go with them.
I understand.
I hope you do. It's important to me that you do. You are very important to me. And I have to know that you do understand.
Rick, look, maybe I can make it easier. Really. I was doing a lot of thinking today, too. Realizing a lot of things. And what we talked about in your hotel room, a wonderful, crazy dream that we both know never could happen.
Could have once.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. If things have been different then, but we can't ignore what's happened since then. And I realized that my place is with Alan. And I know that you realize your place is with Lesley and Laura. And not just because you love them, but because they're both a part of your life. A big part. Anyway, I'm going back to Alan.
Monica, you will always be very special to me. Always, you have to know that.
I do.
Monica.
Look,
Monica,
don't say anything, okay? I'm grateful for you coming over. And I understand.
I guess I better get back to the hospital. I left Lesley there sleeping, and if Laura's still improving, I should get Lesley home where she'll be a little more comfortable. Good night.
Rick?
Yes.
Nothing. Just... Good luck.
Thank you. If I haven't, I hope things work out. You are responsible for a major part of it.